Okay, this is warm-up 3.12, finding the arc length. So we have a radius of 20 and theta equals 7 pi over 4. Our formula for arc length is S equals theta R. S represents arc length, so we're going to keep the S and set that equal to our theta, which is 7 pi over 4, times our radius, which is 20 centimeters. So theta is 7 pi over 4. And we're going to multiply that by 20. I can just plug this into my calculator. (20 times 7 pi divided by 4). And I get approximately 109.96 degrees. Or radians, I'm sorry, radians. 109.96. Okay, I want to show you guys something else, because what if they don't give it to you as a decimal? What if they give it to you in terms of pi? And what I mean by in terms of pi is that your answer will look like what theta looks like. It will look like 7 pi over 4. How you determine that is like this. Okay, if I have arc length, and I still have 7 pi over 4 times 20. Now, if I want my answer in terms of pi, I'm going to multiply everything and divide by 4, but I'm not going to plug pi into my calculator. I'm just going to multiply 20 times 7. I get 140, so that makes it 140 pi over 4. And then I just need to simplify. Can 4 go into 140? Let's see. It goes in 35 times. So my final answer is 35 pi. Okay, now 35 pi and 109.96, they're the same thing. The only difference is that I did not multiply 35 in I did not multiply 35 in pi here. I just left it 35 pi. Just to check, 35 pi. Let's see. All right, questions about that? Questions over here? No? Okay. All right, so this part of the video is about converting radians to degrees and vice versa. So the first thing we're going to do is take an angle measure of 5 pi over 18. Okay, is this in radians or degrees, do you think? Yes, it's in radians. All right, so we're going to convert this to degrees. Convert to degrees. All right, so we're going to use the formula that says degrees. All right, so we're going to take our 5 pi over 18, which is in radians, and multiply it by 180 over pi. So this is going to equal 5 pi over 18 times 180 over pi. Okay, and then just plug it in. Yes.
Can I go get where she set her building board?
Hold on one second. We're shooting a video, Jordan. We are shooting a video. All right, so when you plug it into the calculator, you get 5 pi over 18, and you plug in 5 pi over 18 times 180 over pi, and you get 50. So 5 pi over 18 is equal to 50 degrees. All right, questions about that? No? All right, let's try another example. So this is 1, 2. We're going to convert the radian measure of, we're going to convert the 60-degree angle to radian measure. Alright, so I'm going to take the one that says radians. And that means I have to take our degrees, which is 60. Multiply that by pi over 180. If I do that, I'll get approximately 1.05 radians. This angle is also on your unit circle. Okay, so if you looked at your unit circle, you get this degree in terms of pi. So when I multiply everything together, I get approximately 1.05. If I want my answer in terms of pi, I'd look at my unit circle and I'd see that 60 degrees is pi over 3. Alright, so if you look on your unit circle for 60 degrees, is right here. And this is our degree measure. This is our radian measure. So our radian measure is pi over 3. And so there's also many other angles on here. So I would always check to see if your angle is on your unit circle first. Then you won't have to do it by hand. You can just look at your unit circle. But if it's not on there, then you do have to do the formula, which is either multiplying it by 180 and dividing by pi, or multiplying by pi and dividing by 180. Questions about either one of these, one or two? Y'all ready for a U-try? It's very similar to what we did yesterday. It's just, but you're just multiplying straight across. Okay. All right. So here's a U-try, and then you guys will have your assignment on 10 marks. 144 degrees convert to radians. All right. Good job, everybody. Got the right answer. So you would take your degree measure, your degree, your radian measure is equal to your degree times pi over 180. So we're going to take 144, multiply it by pi over 180, and we get approximately 2.5. So that's 2.5 radians. Okay. Now, if your answers are in terms of pi, then you would do the same thing. You take 144, multiply it by pi over 180, but instead of multiplying the pi, it's like you would treat pi as an x or a y or a z or something like that. It becomes like a variable. So you don't multiply it out, you don't plug 3.14 in your calculator or anything like that. You just work with the coefficients. Okay, so I'm going to work with 144, I'm going to work with 180. So I know that I would multiply 144 in pi, so I'm just going to write 144 pi, like I would multiply 144 in x or something like that. Okay, so just 144 pi over 180, and then I'm just going to simplify my fraction. So I've done it in my calculator already. I did 144 divided by 180. That gives me 0.8. Okay, and then I want to change that to a fraction. So 0.8 as a fraction is 4 over 5. And my final answer is 4 pi over 5. Any questions about that? Mm-hmm.
Let's try that one more time.
In terms of pi?
Yeah.
Okay.